dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs
What
you.
up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about SmackDown, March 14, 2025. Wade and Joe on commentary. We're in Barcelona, Spain. Awesome. I love these crowds, man. I love the energy. I love what they bring to the table. It's just a great place that when they go overseas for these shows, they really show the crowd just has so much love for pro wrestling and for the WWE, and it's just they're off the charts, man. And it's a big night. This is after Elimination Chamber, everything that's happened and everything like that. And now we're moving on. We got WrestleMania just right around the corner. WWE 2K25 just came out. They're doing their big European tour, and this is the start of that. And we have LA Knight, yeah, and cuts a promo in the starting. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy's like, hey, I'm desperate, Oos. Like, I need to get back in my game. I need to get back where I need to be. I got to get to WrestleMania. I know how to do that, and it's good to go for that United States tag titles. And I was like, what? A little goof on Jim. But before anything can be said, and I was like, ooh, Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight at WrestleMania for the United States Championships. That'd be cool. Championship. Then we get Solo and Tama and Jacob come out. People are saying, oh, the new Bloodline. They're not called the Bloodline no more. It should be called the Fatu fam or something like that. But here comes Solo, Tama, Jacob, and then Braun, and it ends up in a big brawl. And here comes Nick, and he goes, hey, he goes, you guys want a match? LA Jim, Braun versus Fatu, Tama, and Solo. That's what we get here tonight. It's like, ooh, baby. We start this off strong. And LA, Big Jim, and Braun get the win, but they attack them all afterwards. And Fatu destroying Braun. After the beatdown, he runs and puts him through the barricade and stuff like that, sending a message. So these two are going to run it back. And Jacob Fatu talks about that later on in the promo. But awesome, man. Awesome way to start this show. We have Jade Cargill interview in the empty arena, and Liv and Raquel interrupted and everything. They're being very rude, and Jade is like, oh, yeah, well, let's go then. Come on, Liv. Call me a joke. I'll show you a joke. Me and you next week. And Jade cuts the interview off. She's like, I can't do this. And Jade said in the interview that she knew that it was Naomi because she saw her running away. And she puts in a picture, look what Naomi was wearing that night when Jade was attacked. Of course, it had to be Naomi. Then after that, we got Charlotte versus B-Fab. Ended the way I thought it was. Charlotte got the win, but here comes Tiffy, and this just becomes a brawl. They try to calm it down. Then here comes Miz, because we got Miz TV coming up, and we got a Drew McIntyre package. And when we come back, Tiff and Charlotte are still fighting each other, going back and forth, and Tiff goes to the top of the Tron and jumps off. Huge spot. It was like, oh, snap. Tiffy ain't playing no more. Tiffy time is here. Tiffy time is in effect. Awesome. We're building these two, and I cannot wait for more verbal mic skills, especially on Tiffany's side. And with Charlotte attacking Tiff, like, these two are really going to make us feel for this. And I'm ready. I am so ready. Then we get Miz TV. I really enjoyed what Cody Rhodes did here. He's not playing, folks. Cody Rhodes is not playing anymore, and he comes out, boom, takes out Miz, and he says, "I don't want to talk to no one but you, John Cena." And then he goes, next week, you're going to be on Raw, so will I. And I was like, ooh, Cody's going to whoop that ass or something. And I can't wait to hear from John. How's John going to look? I saw that they got new Chain Gang shirts and stuff like that on the merch table. On the merch stands, on the website and everything. I was like, whew, we're gearing up for something special. And Cody Rhodes is just bringing the fire as of late with these promos. I'm glad he took out The Miz. And it's funny, this sets up a dark match for later on tonight. I saw the things on the Twitter. Then we go a little Ray Phoenix tease. It's like, ooh, baby. Ray's free from the land of AEW. He's free to be here. Oh. Then we got Nick with Shinsuke and Damian, which sets up our match for the night. Damian versus Shinsuke. Ends in a DQ because here comes Drew and he attacks Damian. So Damian got the win on this, but he attacks Damian and Drew has lost it. Setting up their feud a little bit more. We got DIY with Kathy. We got Piper and Chelsea and Alba Fire, the Secret Hervis. Zelina interrupts, says, you know what? Sounds better. Me as the new United States champion. And Piper's like, well, you got to go through us first. Zelina's like, bet, next week. We get Randy and Mello. Awesome. Randy came out to a huge standing ovation, huge pop. Like I said, this crowd was rocking. Don't come and knocking, rocking. Randy got the win, and he wanted to punt Mello. But no, can't. Can we? No. Ooh, the punt is back, though. That punt used to be devastating and scary. Then we get a really cool Jacob Fatu promo. It says, let's run it back. I can't wait to get my shirt, all gas, no brakes. That's the Jacob Fatu shirt I got. And there's Jacob, and they all said Fatu. Paul Heyman comes out, says our tribal chief will be here next week. And I got my tribal chief hoodie. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's cozy and toasty. I was just like, And I felt good walking around. I was like, man, I could beat somebody up, huh? No, not really. Then we have Gunther who comes out, cuts a promo before, and he calls out Axiom. Big hometown favorite here. And Gunther and Axiom go at it. And Axiom's been having a great run with his boy Nathan Frazier as one half of the tag team NXT champions. And this match was awesome. Gunther and Axiom, I definitely want to rewatch it back. But, yeah, Gunther got the win. Then we have Jimmy and Gunther backstage. And he's like, hey, your brother. I get it. I have family, too. He goes, maybe you can talk some sense into your brother. The Street Profits are getting ready for their match, and then they get interrupted by LFD. But the Street Profits, they're focused. They want the smoke. We want the smoke. WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. Ooh, boy. A battle. But with the ending that I already kind of saw coming. The Street Profits are new WWE Tag Team Champions. I'm like, freaking finally. Finally, the Street Profits has gold. It's been way too long. And that's the way we end this show with the Street Profits. They got the smoke. They are new tag team champions, and I am so happy for the Street Profits. I mean, so happy. It's been a long time coming, and we also got an Aleister Black probably teased and the number 4 and everything. So big night for SmackDown. I give it a solid 4 out of 5. My match of the night has to be the Street Profits versus DIY. Next to that, Gunther and Axiom. And the feeling and the moment is the crowd. The crowd was awesome. The crowd was amazing in Barcelona, Spain. Much love and much respect. That is SmackDown, March 14th, 2025. Wade, Joe, and commentary. And real quick, because I wanted to talk about it, I was originally going to make Evolve a show for itself, but I was like, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take the time here before we sign off, talk about Evolve, March 12th, 2025. I talked about the first show last week. Peter and Stone on commentary, and we have Chewy as our interviewer. Then we have Stevie Turner, who comes out and announces some matches, says you'll never know, and she sets up the main event, Riley Osborne versus Oro Mensah. So good night here. Then we have Kendall Gray, Carly Bright, and It's Gal in the VIP section. And our first match of the night is Harlem Lewis versus Braxton Cole. Harlem Lewis, he's a beast. But when he came out with the bandana, I was like, not the bandana, bruh. But he's a beast. He got the win here over Braxton. And I love the fact that they do the little introductions to every talent before. each match, so you get to know them a little bit more. But basically, we start to show off with 2 squash matches, and Harlem talks to Chewy. Then here comes Keanu Carver. This dude, I really like Keanu Carver. But a little face-off between these two. I'm like, ooh, Battle of the Monsters. But Keanu Carver takes on It's Gal because he starts talking. It's Gal's a dumb name. I'm going to put that out there. But Keanu Carver got the win. So eventually we're going to see Harlem and Keanu tear each other apart monster style. Then we have Zara Zakir, I hope we said that right, versus Kylie Ray. Kylie Ray's been in business for a little bit. But Zara got the win, and she gets an interview with Chewy. And then here comes Wendy Choo, and Zeta is there. Zeta Steele's like mad because she doesn't have a match. But Kylie gets a teddy bear and a note from Wendy Choo, and then we have a match next. Wendy Choo versus Aria Bennett. Wendy Choo for the win, and she puts the blanket on Aria Bennett, being creepy as always. Then Brian Lee Reese is yelling at everybody in the VIP section. Then we go into Luca Crucifino with Javier Bernal. Face off. We got a match between these two next week. Luca's here to represent the family and also show that he's running Evolve. A lot of stuff going on there. I'm like, okay, I'm glad we're kind of tying it to here. Then we have Riley versus Oro Mensa for our main event. And Oro Mensa got the win. I was like, I haven't seen this dude in a while. I'm glad he's got the win. And we end the show in chaos. Gallus is there. They attack everybody in the back. You know, Gallus boys are like, yeah, we're here. We're here. And this show had an actual intro. I really did enjoy it. Riley versus Oro Mensa is my match of the night. And moment of the night is Harlem and Keanu face to face. I was like, these two can tear down the house. Just lose the damn bandana, Harlem. But yeah, that's it, man. It was a good show. I enjoyed it for what it was. Real quick, 40-something minutes, put on Tubi. And I love the intro to Tubi. Tubi. And yeah. So this WWE ID program is going to be great for business. We're going to see some really great talents. And yeah, you should check out Evolve. I really did enjoy it. So check it out. And that's it. That's all. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. Like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share with the bum down on Walmart. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
LA Knights. We got company.
And I don't think it's the kind of family reunion that Jimmy's looking for.